So I stepped on my scale every single morning for a month, and my weight barely moved, and I almost quit. Then I looked at this, guys. Then I looked at this.
Oh yeah.
And then I realized I actually lost 4 pounds of body fat, and then I actually gained muscle mass, and I gained it at the same time. So the scale was lying to me the whole damn time. And that's why body composition scales exist. After testing a few of them, I finally found one that genuinely changed how I track my health. And let me show you exactly why. So what's up, guys? Today I'm going to break down the best body composition scale I've personally used after 30 days of real daily data. This scale was sent to me by Hume Health for review, but there's no scripting done through them. And this is no sponsoring fluff, no cherry-picked data, nothing. My script is mine. These are my words. I'm providing the comparison from my data, from my point of view. So just so you guys know. So these are going to be my actual numbers and then my honest take. And this is going to be on what works, what doesn't, and honestly whether it's worth your money. And it's going to compare it to things like Withings, Renpho, Omron, and inBody. So let's get into it. What is a body composition scale? Before I get into my experience, let me quickly explain what separates a body composition scale and then a regular scale. A regular smart scale like the Renpho, it uses bioelectrical impedance that go through your feet. So it measures the lower half of your body and then utilizes an equation to try to calculate the rest of it. And this is honestly fine for a baseline, but at this point it's not going to be super precise. So the body pod takes a different approach. It has 8 frequency sensors, and including in the handle, so it's scanning your arms, your torso, and your legs all at the same time. Think of it like a scaled down version of the inBody machine, the ones that you see at the gym that are like 15 to 25 G's. Yeah, so expensive. Now, does it hit that level? Let's talk about the accuracy. Accuracy in data. This is the part that you're actually going to care about. So Hume Health did publish a study with 50 people. So you had different bodies, different genders, different body types. What they did was compare the body pods readings and data against a DEXA scan. A DEXA scan is the gold standard for body composition measurements. Although some people would argue that an MRI would actually be more precise on body fat percentages, compared to the DEXA scan, the body pod came in within 3% of the readings. So now here is going to be my 30 days of data. Don't judge me. I'm looking at you. So my body fat moved from here down to here. So my fat mass dropped, but my scale weight barely moved. But that graph tells a completely different story. The scale would have told me that I made 0 progress, but the data in the app shows that I had a recomposition shift. Now that is genuinely useful information. So let me show you guys the app, and I will display it right on this side of the screen. This is honestly one of the best features of Hume, in my opinion, is their app. I have had no issues with it at all. It's been great. It's intuitive, it's smooth, it's easy to navigate. There's tons of data, and it literally took me like 5 minutes to figure it out. So the humanoid graph that you will find on the screen breaks down the fat across your arms, your legs, and your trunk. And I could instantly see that my left arm had less muscle mass than my right arm. And that is something that is actionable if you're training. So that's data you can use. So the progress graphs are daily, weekly, and monthly. And then there's over 40 metrics that are tracked. 40 freaking metrics. That is a lot of data that is provided. And of course you have the AI insights. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think I would like the AI insights as much as I ended up, because I talked with a VP guy from another health company. He's been there forever, and the amount of AI data and AI sources that they utilize in the health industry now is actually outstanding. It is crazy. So that took a little bit of my skepticism away. So the AI insights actually pull from your actual data. So your sleep, your activity, your body scans, and it gives you a personalized feedback. And it doesn't give you like some generic tips. It gives you like some like specific recommendations or observations. And it also syncs with Apple Health, Fitbit, and Samsung Health. And then the scale, you can have up to 24 users. 24. Me and my wife use it. My kids don't yet, but they probably will. There are some cons to this machine, and I gotta be real with you guys. So the build quality to me, and for the price, the physical build feels a little light. So compared to something like the Withings body comp, it's very solid underfoot, and the body pod just feels less heavy. To me, it could use a little bit more of a premium feel for this price point. So connectivity was also an issue for me. I had a couple times, the first couple times I tried to connect it to the app, I just couldn't get it. And it could have been user error. And then again, it is Bluetooth, and Bluetooth is always finicky. It took me a couple tries, but then it connected, and I've literally never had any issues since. But like Withings and Renpho, they've had a lot more time and a lot more like updates and out of box experience. So, and it shows obviously with those, like it's very simple. The setup is super simple, but the bottom line is on hardware. You're paying for the software and you're paying for the technology, not the hardware. So the value of this is definitely within the data. So you need to know that just going in. You need to know that. From my experience using this, there is a massive amount of pros, but this is my experience, so keep that in mind. And here's honestly what I genuinely like. The accuracy, super solid. I have not had any major swings up and down. It does take, I think it was 8 days for it to actually generate a solid report. And they do tell you that. Like, it literally tells you that when you sign up in the app. It literally tells you that. So if you hear anybody that says like the data is all there, it doesn't provide data, blah, 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 ask them how long they've been doing it for, because that will be a telltale sign. My data has always been very consistent. Slight swing one way or another, maybe 1 to 1.5% from my experience. And then the app is legitimately well designed. Like, it is developed great. Literally has a smooth UX, clear graphs. The AI insights are super useful, and it's honestly easily one of the best health apps experiences that I personally have used. And I know there's a ton out there, and I know somebody's gonna be in the comments like, no, this is better.
No, this is better.
I get it. I just, personal to me, like my experience, this has been great for me. It's just so easy to use. You just step on, grab the handle, and then 30 seconds later, boom, done. So in tracking like body recomposition, this is the real use. So if you work out and eat well, the number on the scale is basically useless. This pod actually gives you like the full picture, which is what you want. If you're watching this video, that's what you want. And you guys know me, I'm always going to provide who I personally think something like this would be for, and that's here. So if this is something that you're wanting and you want to know it's for you, here we go. It makes sense if you're actually working towards a goal like burning fat, gaining muscle, or both. Those are usually the two main ones. And if you're being serious about tracking those metrics, this is literally going to be a great product. There's a lot of other great products out there, but for me, this one has been great. You obviously someone that wants their data that actually reflects your progress. If the scale's not moving and that gets in your head, this is the antidote. Now, it is not for you if you're just casually curious and won't weigh in consistently. The value of this compounds over time.
100%.
Now, take this versus like a basic Renpho, it's going to be significantly more accurate. Now, versus a clinical like inBody machine, not quite. Not quite.
But
for obvious reasons. This is like a quote-unquote DEXA scan, which is not actually a DEXA scan, but we can call it a quote-unquote
maybe possibly similar DEXA scan
that you can do daily for trend tracking and tracking progress. All these metrics and statistics that you can do daily at your house. That is a huge win. It is the same methodology at the fraction of a cost. And so here we are, guys. That is my honest 30-day take. The link for this will be in the description. I do have a 20% off coupon down below that works on the site for your whole order. If you've been following me, guys, you know that I've done a video on the band and the ecosystem with the Hume Band and the Hume Body Pod. They just tie together so well. So if you want to track as many metrics and health data as possible, grabbing both of these together, one now, one later, this is just my recommendation because they've been great for me. You can do that. If you want to check out the Hume Band video I made, it's going to be right up here. So if you're interested in that, check it out. But like I said, link will be in the description. 20% off coupon code for your entire order. Check it out if you're interested. But if you've used this or any other body composition scale like Withings, Renpho, Omron, or whatever, drop your experience in the comments. I would genuinely love to compare your data. And if this helped, hit subscribe, guys. I love covering this health tech. This health tech has been on a trend lately. Have you guys noticed that? Like, a lot of the health tech stuff has been like just ramping up. It's crazy. I'm enjoying it. I do reviews regularly, guys. You know that. If you enjoy this, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thank you.